Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Lethal here. I'm here with the good old Parz Ponder podcast. A little bit of alliteration there. I'm joined today by my co-host, Parz.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Everybody loves a little bit of that touche action.
Yep, that's me right over here.
And Get Some Sleep Child, who's probably just going to get called Child.
Hi, I am a child.
Statistically,
really
yeah,
is a
he
child.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
we're going to have
biologically
a...
long.
Yeah. We're going to have a bit of a shorter episode today. Got topics going to be like why platform fighters suck.
That aren't Smash.
That aren't Smash.
Yeah.
And personal game of the year. We'll just quick talk about like what our favorite game that we played this year was. Not the game of the year contenders. We've been talking about favorite games for like the past 3 episodes, but no one made it that far. So, all right, Parz, this was kind of your topic. You want to start us off?
Yeah. We'll start off with just kind of, you know me. I'm a big fan of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2.
I know
you all
you,
know
yeah.
this.
We
all know
Yeah.
this. This is common information.
You
Common knowledge.
love that game.
But in all platform fighters, because I've played almost everyone that's released at this point that's not Smash. So
Really?
what is that? Rivals, Multiversus.
Wait, so you played all of them but Smash? You should try that one. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You might like it.
Okay, well, why do you have to be difficult to be?
Does Stick Fighter count as a platform fighter?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or Stick Fight?
Yeah.
So like none of them really feel as good as like Smash does to play. I think Rivals gets close.
Yeah.
Rivals does a good job.
Yeah. And so
Of
I
course,
just
all
kinda
I've played of Rivals is Workshop, so I don't know.
well, it's good. But like I wanted to talk a little bit about like why it doesn't feel as good.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to say it's probably like it's lack of polish in a lot of areas. Like looking at NASB right now, it's looking the gameplay is really fun. The slime mechanic's probably the best new thing they've introduced in platform fighters, I think.
Very fun, yeah.
But some of the animation's a little jank.
Oh yeah.
Like you look at Smash and you're looking at a game they spent 6 years like taking time to make everything. I don't know about 6 years. They spent a long time making it look good. I think it was like 3-4 years. And I'm looking at NASB. It's been like at least a year,
2 or 3,
2, 3 maybe. I mean, it's a good game, but it's like you're never gonna get to the Smash level because Smash is developed by Nintendo. They've got billions. It's the largest company. It's like the largest company on the planet. I swear.
I think it's behind
You're right,
Disney.
you're right.
It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's not. It's close. So
It
like
is
it's
huge.
going to
Not
be.
quite, very close.
It's the only even
The
though
fourth biggest gaming company.
Whoa.
yeah, like if you're looking at it's the only non-indie platform fighter I'm believing.
That's
that is interesting.
NASB 2 is indie. Multiversus, you could call it not technically, but it's like Warner Brothers games is not that big, so I don't know.
But it's still a name brand like Warner Brothers.
It felt like an indie game. It did not feel like a AAA.
You're right. Yeah.
So
That's really what it is. Every non-Smash game just feels super indie, and there's not really a good way to get around it because, like, I mean, PlayStation tried with All Stars Brawl, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that game,
not All Star Brawl. That's Nickelodeon. But yes.
Oh
Yeah,
shoot,
Nickelodeon.
with All Stars, PlayStation All Stars. It's just PlayStation All Stars, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, so they I never realized that those are similar. Anyways, but yeah, they tried with that, but it wasn't very fun because I think that they pretty much made the entire thing just you have to like load up a final Smash. That's the only way you get kills, if I remember right. I've never played it. I've just seen it. So they just they're sucked. And it's just Smash is like the name brand, and everything else is just a great value knockoff kind of. And
I would also
with Nintendo's huge IPs, how can you really contest it?
Yeah.
That's the other thing I was going to talk about is like Rivals has good mechanics and it feels really good to play, but it's never going to get the notoriety because of they don't have the IPs. And that's so sad. But
it's like the Guilty Gear of like platform fighters. Like it's
Yeah.
good, but it's still like not Street Fighter 6 or like Mortal Kombat. So
Something
Yeah, it's
I'd
like
like to
Guilty Gear
add.
if it didn't have a lot of funding.
that'd be true. Yeah, it's like the opposite of that.
Yeah. Anyways, what were you gonna add?
I just wanted to throw in that Smash has like multiple decades of experience, like
Yeah.
perfecting the craft.
Yeah.
Because like you can tell directly from like NASB 1 to NASB 2, you get a lot of change just from one, just like even one game changing. So when you have like what 5 now games, like perfecting it you're gonna have a better formula and end result than just like a standard.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, like just the time, but I would almost argue that 64 feels really good to play yet.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little clunky around the edges, but it's still a lot of fun.
Like
And
yeah.
But
I
like
think
looking at
the main thing it
Oh, my
boils
bad.
down to is I feel like every other one, they see what Smash is doing and they're like, okay, let's make it hyper competitive. They don't even try and make it like Smash is a party game. The knockoffs, they always try to make it competitive, and I feel like that works to the detriment. Because you're not playing a party game that you just happen to play competitively. You're playing a competitive game based off of a party game. And I feel like that translation kind of hurts it.
I also think when comparing it to Smash like that, most platform fighters try to be so hard to not be Smash. When Smash just straight up has it, they have it down right. Like they're doing the correct things.
Yeah.
Like if you look at NASB 2, they straight up just copy moves from Smash, not because they're stealing, but because if you make I'm thinking of the Waidu video where he compares Leonardo's up air to Cloud up air, which is the exact same move. But like, why would you go out of your way to make something different from that when Cloud up air's probably the best for that you're gonna get? So
yeah,
it just makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
That's
like
why
that.
that's why I think NASB is gonna do a little better than NASB 1. It's already doing better than that. I think it's doing better than most of these random platform fighters that I don't care about. I think Rivals is the only one that's doing semi-okay. But
yeah, Rivals has a really dedicated community. Rivals
was
1.
dedicated. I'm sure there was a dedicated community for NASB 1 too, but also that was just straight up a bad game.
It was.
It's a fun game. It's wild.
You like touch of deathing people?
Yeah.
With every character?
Well, not when I'm playing for money, but yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think
the 64 is.
I think the other major factor is Smash just has staying power. You know, it's always going to be around. So, like, if I'm playing something like NASB 2, I'm like, why would I invest time in something and try and get good at it when I know it's going to be dead in a few months? Or even Rivals, where it's like, yeah, there will still be people playing it, but like, if you go up to someone and like, Smash is really fun because some random person will be like, hey, you want to play Smash? Or not random, but you know, like if someone doesn't know that you play and then they want to play, you just decimate them, and it's really funny. Yeah, and really funny. No one's gonna walk up to you and say, hey, want to play Rivals? And then you decimate them, you know, because that's just not how it works. It's not popular enough. Right. It doesn't have the staying power.
We're talking about how Smash games really, or non-Smash games really like to pull from Smash.
Or like they try too hard to not pull from it too.
Right. Yeah. One thing I think is, I don't know if it's good or bad, and maybe we can talk about it, but they like to pull from Melee a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's always Melee.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see that the NASB 2 has like Shine, Wave Dash, like Rivals.
But to be fair, they do have stuff from Ultimate.
Like an entire character from Ultimate. Looking at you, El Libre. El Tigre. That's what it was.
El Tigre is... I don't know what you're comparing him to.
Is he the Wolf clone?
He's Wolf.
He's what Wolf could have been.
Yeah, he's like Melee modded Wolf. Is closest I think we can get to that.
Yeah. I still think Garfield's the best, but whatever.
But You look at it, and then like Rivals 2 has the ledge mechanics from Melee, or at least it appears to. I haven't played it yet. You can give me a really or like an early copy. That'd be great.
Oh,
But
dude, same.
Hit him up.
I can't wait for the beta. But where was I going? Do you think that there's more that we can take from Ultimate? Is there a way that
So
think
here's my thing about it.
Is there a way that we can? I'm gonna talk more. So shut up.
Yeah, you go for it.
Is there a way that games can be more unique in the way that like Ultimate and Melee are from each other? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like what mechanics haven't we seen?
So I don't think it's really missing mechanics, but about the like everything basing off of Melee. So I feel like a lot of them are just they try and be like more accessible Melee when Melee being less accessible is why it's successful still. You know, it's like those advanced mechanics that not just any normie can pull off, but then like Rivals or like NASB 2, it makes so like, for example, like wave dashing, you get it perfect every time. There's no practice needed for like that. And yeah, so it's not really an advanced mechanic. It just becomes a mechanic.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, things that you could take from newer ones, that's a hard question.
I feel like the lack of a wave dash in Ultimate, there's not as high when it comes to tech in Ultimate as high of a skill ceiling. I feel like that makes it's much more accessible than like most like Smash clones, most like Melee. Like, Melee is hard. Not saying Ultimate's not hard. Ultimate becomes hard from spacing and outplaying your opponent. Melee, you have to spend a year or two just learning how to do some simple tech.
Yeah.
Like
you can keep talking.
Well, I don't really know how much else I have to say. I think the fact that Melee, did something right back in 2001 when they made Melee in 9 months, mind you. I feel like an indie team, which is about the same size of the Melee development team, I think, modern indie team. Like you're looking at Rivals 2. I think that one has the staying power and I don't think it's gonna be a smash killer. I don't think there ever will be a smash killer.
No, there's nothing that will.
No, that's not happening.
No, I think just from the crossover element alone, like, but I think that Rivals 2 is going to be a good game and it's going to stay around for a long time.
I want there to be another game that shares a space, even if it's like a smaller space that shares a space with Smash, because that makes the like entire genre more competitive and it makes everybody produce better games.
And it really, even if it helps both. It helps both. It gets more people into Smash and more people say, I'm thinking that might be Rivals 2.
I hope
think
that's
Rivals 2 is going to be big.
So.
I think
I don't know. I think it would take either Sony or Microsoft, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like really want the people that are buying Sony and Xbox.
Yeah,
I feel like if Microsoft gave up Steve, I doubt they're going to want to.
Yeah, they're not going to, but I think it would take one of them to really like make competition. Because Rivals will be a great game, but it's going to be a niche game.
Very niche.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be as niche as you're thinking. I think it's going to be very accessible. I think it's going to be easy to pick up and learn.
It'll be
Yeah, I think it will, but I think that the like basically the potential consumers, like my cousin's not going to get Rivals 2 for Christmas.
Yeah.
But he might get Smash. You know.
I feel like Smash goes the Smash, since it's a party game, goes outside the bounds of fighting games because like fighting games as a whole not super big in the overall scope of gaming, and what's even smaller amongst that is platform fighters.
Yeah.
So yeah, the demographic's not huge. I do think it could help expand the the genre I do think a good game that's not Smash is going to help. It's going to make people respect. Like,
yeah,
I know.
100% agree.
I think people respect Melee. I know fighting game players do not like Melee and Ultimate.
No,
from what I know.
That is true.
I don't know why.
It's gotten better, but
has it?
To be fair,
yeah,
their games are pretty boring to watch.
Whoa.
I ain't out here trying to watch Street Fighter 6, not gonna lie.
Oh man,
That kind of blows. I do like Mortal Kombat though. I like Mortal Kombat a lot. But not enough to watch a tournament of it.
So the thing that I think is so interesting about having all these platform fighters come out is that there's potential to have a more of a platform fighter scene like there is in the FGC.
Yeah.
Because
it's
very, very rarely does a pro stick to one game in the FGC.
Yeah, no, it's the FGC, not
you have
like look at Leffen.
Yeah,
Leffen is the perfect example of someone who plays fighting games, and he plays a lot. Like I know he played the Dragon Ball one. He plays the one I mentioned earlier that I can't think of, Strive, and he's also like one of the best Melee players of all time. So he's just a good fighting. He understands how to fight people, bro. Don't put me in the streets with that guy. I ain't about
plus on Twitter, really proved on there he knows how to fight people.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
And in fact, insult people and be mean. Big fan of his work. Actually, I aspire to be like him.
Don't we all?
Yeah, truly.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Leffen.
Same.
Same.
Can only dream.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about the fighting games there.
I think there's a little bit more that maybe.
I don't think I have nothing left to say.
Yeah, I think that just really comes down to less appeal and smaller. It all feels like fan games.
Yeah. It all feels like they're trying to appeal to the Smash crowd instead of trying to make
appealing
their own.
to their
I think Rivals is doing both, so we'll see.
Hopefully.
I kind of want to buy Rivals 1. I don't own it.
Good game.
I think I own it, and I think I played it one time and then never played it again.
You know, if someone wanted to, like, I don't know, buy it for me and I give them $30 on Friday, shoot.
Taking out a loan to buy Rivals.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
Dang it.
That's what you're asking.
I was just saying, like, if someone wanted.
I was just saying, if someone were to buy it for me and I wouldn't have to pay them back, I may or may not throw a set to them on Friday.
I mean, you're probably going to do that without someone paying you anyway, so. But, yeah, you want to move on to
we can talk about personal game of the year.
I could start off.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm trying to think, what games have I played this year? And I started Persona 5, I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is probably not the best game, but considering I like that kind of game, it's been enjoyable at least. And I played Tears of the Kingdom, I played Breath of the Wild again. I mean, I played couple new games that came out this year. I played Mortal Kombat 1, Payday 3. I've played a good amount of games that came out. I also played Nick All-Star Brawl 2, which is not my game. Not my favorite game this year. It's definitely in my top 5. But it might be higher if my GameCube controller worked with it. So
yeah.
But I would have to say the game I've played the most in the last week, besides Minecraft, which, I don't want to admit to playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Good game. Fun times. Lethal Company. I think that game, it's so Lethal Company is a comedy game disguised as a horror game. I've laughed more times than I've screamed in there. And I'm playing with couple guys who are like the biggest wimps and will not go on their own anywhere, and we still managed to die separately, and I don't know how. It's just so funny. Like, I'll give you an example. So I was playing yesterday with some guys, and we're back in this like corridor. Something chases me. I didn't see what it was. I just took off.
Yeah.
I ran off an edge, off a railing, and I was like, I was like screaming, and my voice cut as I hit the ground, and they just started laughing at me. Like, where'd he go? They just heard my voice cut out, and they're like, I think he's dead. And
I've seen some things, but it looks so fun.
yeah,
I'd be
but
down
it
to
is a
get
horror.
Yeah.
Yeah, like tonight, and play with me right now.
No, I'm gonna play Minecraft.
How much is it?
But
Yeah. But they
It's like $10.
talk about it a little more.
Oh,
There's
that's nice.
like explain. I'm sure you've heard of it. Like you're going on a planet, you're finding scrap to sell to make quota, but it's like more than that. It's a team experience. The voice chat is like unlike anything I've ever experienced. It is top tier for like what is from what I understand it a purely indie developer. It's a really I do really like it. I like the aesthetic. It's like a cool aesthetic. Like I came across someone dead like it's funny like you think you're looking for like your one friend like you went out of the building, you went to go put something on the ship, you come back and you're just looking, everyone's dead. You're finding one guy in the corner like crushed up. One guy is like a spider web on the ceiling. The other guy stepped on a landmine, and you're alone, and you're like, "Oh shoot! Like, what am I gonna do?" He's like, and then they're all laughing at you at this point, and because when you're dead, they can hear each other. But like, there's just a bunch of equipment to buy. I'm having so much fun. It's incredibly addicting. A lot of fun. It looks
really good.
It's a lot of fun with a group of 2 to 3 other people. Because it's in groups of 4, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call that my game of the year.
Nice.
Okay, it's easy enough. Parz, what's your mystery game of the year? Because you said before it's not Spider-Man 2, but I thought it would be.
No.
Whoa!
I'm shocked.
Branching off from your character here that you play.
What?
What?
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Okay. So we'll just go through some of the honorable mentions of games I've played this year. I'm going to give a shout out to Your Only Move is Hustle, which is like
I played that this year, actually.
Turn-based fighting game, which is kind of fun.
Dude, I literally played as Among Us in that game.
And then other than that, I mean, I'm looking through. I played Super Mario Wonder, which has been good. Tears of the Kingdom, which is good. See, honorable mention to Persona 4, Spider-Man 2, and then also Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I picked it up because I knew nothing about it, and nobody's talked about it online ever.
I've heard so many good things.
It's good. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot.
That is the game I have seen more people call underrated than I knew played it.
Yeah. Well, they're right.
Every time I see something, it's just like, oh, this game's so underrated. And I still have not played it.
But right now, and it might be recency bias, but I think my game of the year that I've played is Jedi Survivor, sequel to Fallout.
Oh,
really?
I have not played that yet.
I've actually only heard bad things about that game, so explain to me why.
Yeah,
you like it.
I have 2 actually. Now that I think about it.
Well, it's interesting because I definitely at launch for the PC I stayed away from it. Just now, I guess I should say I haven't beat it yet, so it could go bad real quick. But I'm a good 20 hours. I'm a good 20 hours in.
Yeah.
I don't know. The combat's fun. The story's pretty good. I like Star Wars, and I think the open world is good. I haven't had any problems with performance, but that is There's been some.
Is the story good?
People. I am enjoying it. I think it's pretty good.
Did you play the first one?
Yeah.
So I didn't even like I thought the first one was bad.
Hmm.
So I did not even want to touch the second one.
Hmm. I mean, that's
I
fair.
think you know what I
It's really
think.
specific, but
I
what do
think
you think?
that this is the end of Parz having good opinions.
Oh no.
That implies that he ever had
No.
good opinions.
Oh, that's fair. My bad. He's had good opinions.
No,
Like Rivals 2 is cool.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. That was a good one back in the day.
Yeah,
In
I don't
fact,
know.
it was the good one.
I think the combat is really fun in Survivor. I think there's a lot of like different things you could do. The open world is really nice. Like it's really really
Mhm.
nice.
Is it empty?
I didn't realize that there was an open world in that. That's cool.
Well, it's
I didn't
kind
either.
of it's like open zone. It's more like
Oh, is it like
Oh,
Monster
open.
Hunter?
Like Sonic Frontiers.
more
Oh,
like
like Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah. More similar to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
So
can
you
understand
Interesting.
that.
you travel to just a few areas, but they're really big. And there's
It's
I
like the
don't
first game. Yeah.
no. They're
No.
way bigger.
Like that, but more open. Okay.
Yeah, each zone is probably about 2 or 3 of the old maps.
Oh.
And I don't think they're
Gotcha.
empty, but I also like never really care about that unless it's egregious. So I
Unless
think
it's
it's fine.
Assassin's Creed.
um
That's really interesting. Yeah, I never really got into
So-
the first one just because I'm really bad at Souls games.
yeah, that makes sense. It's an action RPG. You are bad at those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And they're not fun.
Well, it's like Souls for babies, and that's like
Yeah,
perfect
and I
for
don't
me.
and I don't even like actual Souls, so
Baby's
I-
first Souls game.
So that's my game of the year right now. It could change if I
Yeah, it
play a
better.
better one.
And you
We
will.
do still have about
Trust me, when you
25
try out
days.
Lethal Company, it's gonna be
Oh,
gonna be
that might
it's gonna
be.
be Jover.
So
I really do need to play that.
man of terrible opinions. Touche. What's
Yeah.
yours?
I thought you were talking about
My
yourself
game
there
of the
for a
year.
second.
So
Funny.
this year, just the ones that I can think of that I've played. So I played Donkey Kong Country for the first time this year.
For
Wow.
the first time.
Yeah, I really like that game. You know, I see why it is so highly acclaimed. Great game. But not my game of the year. So this is where it gets iffy. So my game of the year would be Persona 5 Royal, but I played most of it last year and finished it on like January 3rd or something. So I'm not going to count that because most of it was played in 2022. So excluding that, that makes, let's see. So I played Super Metroid, Castlevania, Aria of Sorrow. I played a little bit of Pizza Tower. See, so Pizza Tower, I think that would be my game of the year, but I just didn't ever finish it, and then I forgot about it. Or else I'm pretty sure it would be my game of the year. Let's see. I also played Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. That was a good RPG, but never finished it because it just there were too many side quests. Mario Wonder, Spider-Man 2. I played Titanfall 2. Ivy the Kiwi on the Wii was really good, but not quite there. And my game of the year, I think, would be Persona 4 Golden, because I'm a simp for Persona.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cut and dry.
No way.
I just really like the series.
The person with the Jack Frost profile picture is a Persona sim? No.
Whoa.
No way.
Yeah, I tried to get into SMT. I think I played a little bit of 5 this year, but I don't really like it that much. I prefer the Persona games.
Yeah. I like Persona 5. I've been playing that.
Yeah, it's Persona 5 might be my favorite game of all time. Like all my favorite games are RPGs just because they stick with you. Like I love like
Yeah.
something like Galaxy, but it's not my favorite just because like I don't know, RPGs just every time I finish an RPG, I'm like, wow, that could have been the best game I've ever played.
Yeah.
And I don't feel that for other genres, but yeah. How about you, Sleepy Child?
All right. So I'm gonna come out of left field here. All right. Because out of all of us, I probably play the least amount of video games.
Mhm.
Or
Okay.
at the very least, the least amount of like different video games. I'm very much find one or two good games and play those for like 20, 30 hours a week.
Mhm.
So I have not played a whole lot of games this year. One game I'd like to give an honorable mention to is Mario Kart Wii because that still
Oh,
slaps.
such a good game.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, I can't count it for this year's game of the year because I've played it so much, so many other years. I just feel like it's unfair. But wonderful game. CT GPR is awesome. A
Right.
whole lot of great courses on that. So I think my favorite game that I was introduced to this year, and I've been joking about this recently, but I think it actually
Oh
has to be
no.
King of the Hat.
It's a good game. It is a
It's
good
a
It's a
game.
good
great
game, yeah.
game.
Good
It's
game.
wonderful for like a semi-competitive, like casual. If you want to play 4 players, you can. If you want to play 2 players, you can. It's just an all-around good experience. I mean,
Yeah,
the
so speaking of
characters are
platform
awesome.
fighters,
It's one of my favorite platform fighters of all time. Honestly, I
Yeah.
might like it more than Melee.
not gonna lie.
That's a
Okay,
bold
this is,
take, but I'm also trash at Melee, so
so this actually seems like a perfect time, real quick, to bring that back around. The reason King of
Yeah.
the Hat is really good is because it leans into the party aspect and doesn't try and
yes.
copy Smash whatsoever.
That's a good point. Yeah. It is really, it's a casual, but you can get as competitive as you want with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Including hosting competitive tournaments at Super Smash Con.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just a good game.
Yeah, I
And
would
all
100%
the other
agree. It's a great game.
all the other good games I've played this year came from other years.
Hmm.
That's fair.
Yeah.
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 Honestly, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. We all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. So much agree.
What?
The most
I couldn't agree more, even.
Whoa. Could you
Wow.
agree less?
I don't think I could,
Whoa.
You wanna
but maybe I could.
wrap up?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, this has been a short one.
It
But
has. We speed ran the Pondering.
yeah, nonetheless, a good session, I think.
Wonderful.
I think
session.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
It was a good
session.
ponder. It was a good ponder.
Oh, actually, only 1% of our viewers are actually subscribed. So sometimes YouTube accidentally unsubscribes you. So if you just want to hit that button,
I'm just saying, if you made it this far, why aren't you subscribed already? I'm just. By the way, 3 days to Watch the Throne. Only 3 more days.
Oh yeah.
Only 3
When this
more
comes out,
days.
we'll be in the middle of Watch the Throne. So
Yeah, probably.
yeah,
That'll be fun.
support Watch the Throne. It's gonna be hopefully a good time. And
Buy
also,
their merch.
Snake and Peter Griffin are in Fortnite.
They are.
Yes.
Yep.
I've killed
Fortnite-
Peter Griffin in Fortnite.
Fortnite is
Wait, what am
like the game that refuses to die ever.
It is.
It
never
It's
will.
holding out.
right
What am I
when
supposed to
I
do?
thought it was dead, they had a huge Eminem event.
Yeah. What am I
Yeah.
supposed to do? What line am I supposed to say?
Say the line, Bert.
Yeah, say the line.
Say the
You've
line.
said it in 2 out of the 3 episodes so far.
Oh, it's been real. It's been fun, but not real fun. See ya.